Hi everyone and welcome to our discussion on entrepreneurship, which we will focus on the 7 P's of marketing and branding. So first, let's have the background. So when we say the word marketing mix, no, it is a set of controllable and connected variables that a company gather to satisfy a customer better than its competitor. Kumbaga, no, dun sa marketing mix, ito yung um, mga activities, no, na ginagawa ng company para masatisfy natin yung customers at mas maging higit dun sa ating mga competitors. Sabi dito, no, it is also known as the P's in marketing. Originally, there were only 4 P's, but the model has been continually modified until it became the 7 P's. Okay? So the original 4 P's stands for product, place, price, and promotion. Eventually, three elements have been added. Namely, we have the people, the packaging, and positioning to comprise the 7 P's. First of the 7 P's is the product. So, marketing strategy typically starts with the product. So, syempre, no, you cannot able to market if there is no product. Kaya dapat is dun sa product pa lang ay in accordance na ito dun sa needs and wants ng target market natin. Sabi din dito, marketers can plan a distribution system or set a price if they don't know exactly what the product will be offered to the market. Kumbaga, hindi ka rin magkakaroon ng pricing strategies or distribution strategies kung wala kang product na ibebenta. So, ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng product? So, it refers to any goods or services that are produced to meet the consumer's wants, taste, and preference. An example of which are the tires. Before we have MP3 players, we have clothing, etc. So, goods can be categorized into business goods or consumer goods. What's the difference between business and consumer goods? Business goods is basically the product that we sell to the business. While consumer is normally, no, ito yung end consumer. Meaning, pag binili niya, i-consume niya. Sa business kasi, pwedeng binili niya para i-resell niya or pwedeng gagamitin niya as raw materials paggawa ng new product. A buyer of consumer goods may not have thorough knowledge of the goods he buys and uses. An example of services includes hair salons and accounting firms. Services can be divided into consumer services such as hairstyling or professional services such as engineering and accounting. So again, ang services pwede siyang consumer services at pwede ring professional services. So next is the place. Place represent the location where the buyer and seller exchange goods or services. It is also called as the distribution channel. So, paano ba dinidistribute ang products? Pwedeng it include any physical store as well as virtual store or online shops. Kasi ngayon, we all know that e-commerce is really um, in trend, okay, because of the technology that we have. So this could be the stages of distribution channel. We have can be from producer, wholesaler, retailer, then consumer. There might be also some distribution channel like producer, retailer, then consumer. While This one, number three, is a direct distribution wherein it is something to do with producer and consumer. So channel 1 contains two stages between producer and consumer. So a wholesaler and a retailer. A wholesaler typically buys and stores large quantities of several producers' goods, then breaks into bulk deliveries to supply retailers with smaller quantities. So yun nga no, pag wholesaler, bumibili siya ng maramihan at siya yung nagsasupply sa mga retailers. For small retailers with limited order quantities, the use of wholesaler makes economic sense. For Channel 2, it contains one intermediary. In consumer markets, this is typically a retailer. So what is a retailer? It is a retailer wherein it is a company that buys or business that buys products from a manufacturer or wholesaler and sells them to the end users or customers. In a sense, a retailer is an intermediary or middleman that consumers use to get products from the manufacturers. And for the channel 3, just like what I mentioned, it is what we call the direct marketing, wherein since it has no intermediary levels, in this case, the manufacturer sells directly to customers. Now let's talk about rather about the price. So the price is a serious component of the marketing mix. What do you think is the meaning of a price? In the narrowest sense, no? Price is the value of money in exchange for a product or service. Generally speaking, the price is the amount or value that a customer gives to enjoy the benefits of having or using products or service. One example of pricing strategy is the what we call penetration pricing. It is when the price are charged for products and services is set artificially low, no? Mababa mo na yung presyo in order to gain market share. Once this is attained, the price can be higher than before. For example, if you are going to open a beauty salon, you need to set your prices lower than those of your competitors so that you can penetrate the market. If you already have a good number of market share, then you can slowly increase your price. Next is promotion. Promotion refers to the complete set of activities which communicate the product, the brand, or service to the user. The idea is to attract people to buy your product over others. Advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, direct marketing, and social media are examples of promotion. So ito yung mga kumbaga ang promotion hindi lang siya about sa discount like sales promotion, pero meron din siyang mga advertising, personal selling, direct marketing, and social media. Next is people. Your team, no? A staff that makes it happen for you, your audience, and your advertisers are the people in marketing. This consists of each person who is involved in the product or service, whether directly or indirectly. People are the ultimate marketing strategy because they sell and push the product. So, syempre, no, napakahalaga rather ng people dahil they are the one who implement mga concepts, no? Like for instance, no, if they are going to sell the products directly, then of course, no, you need to have good selling skills, no? Pag indirectly naman, like you're going to use the social media, then you should have that technological skills and marketing skills to indirectly sell the products to the customers. People are one of the most important elements of the marketing mix today. This is because of the remarkable rise of the services industries. Products are being sold through retail channels today. If the retail channels are not handled with the right people, the product will not be sold. Always remember that services must be first class nowadays. The people rendering the service must be competent and skilled enough so that the clients will patronize your service. Therefore, the right people are essential in marketing mix in the current marketing scenario. Next is packaging. Packaging is a silent hero in the marketing world. So, paano nangyari yun, no? Packaging refers to the outside appearance of a product and how it is presented to the customers. Sabi nga dito, the best packaging should be attractive enough and cost-efficient for the customers. Packaging is highly functional. It includes for protection, containment, information, and utility of use and promotion. Next is positioning. When a company presents a product or service in a way that it is different from competitors, they are said to be positioning. So, pag naiiba, no, yung tingin sa'yo ng mga customers, tingin kumpara sa mga competitors mo, you are actually doing the positioning. Okay? It refers to a process used by the marketers to create an image in the minds of a target market. Solid positioning will allow a single product to attract different customers for not the same reasons. For example, two people are interested in buying a phone. One wants a phone that is cheaper in price and fashionable, while the other buyer is looking for a phone that is durable and has longer battery life. And yet, they buy the same exact phone. So let's talk about what is a brand name. So actually, it is a name or symbol or other feature that distinguish a seller's goods and services in the marketplace. Your brand is one of your greatest assets because your brand is your customer's overall experience of your business. Sabi nga dito, brand strategy is a long-term design for the development of a popular brand in order to achieve the goals and objectives. Kasi nga, no, once you have a branding strategy, ay possible, no, ma-achieve yung mga target sales mo kasi maraming bibili, magkakaroon ka ng mga loyal customers, no, that will give you sustainable profit through time. A well-defined brand strategy shakes all parts of the business and is directly linked to customer needs, wants, and even emotions that includes competitive surroundings. Experts believe that a good brand can result in better loyalty for its customers, a better corporate image, and a more relevant identity. So, as more customers continue to differentiate between emotional and experienced company, a brand may be the first step forward in your competition. Instead of price points and product features, the question is, can you build a brand which surely talks to your audience? So that is the question na kailangan mong sagutin at gawa ng paraan. Branding is a powerful and sustainable high-level marketing strategy used to create or influence a brand. Branding as a strategy to distinguish products and companies and to build economic value to both customers and to brand owners are described by Picton and Broderick in 2001. So, sabi nga dito, makapangyarihan at sustainable ng pagbabranding, no? Kasi talagang malaki yung kanyang influence, no? At yun nga, nagkakaroon siya ng tinatawag na value or economic value both sa mga customers at even sa mga brand owners. Now let's have the commonly used branding strategy. First is the purpose. Sabi dito, every brand makes a promise. But in a market in which customers' confidence is little and budgetary, observance is great. It's not just making a promise that separates one brand from another, but having a significant purpose. Kumbaga, pag ikaw ay nagba-branding strategy, dapat is makikita nung market mo or nung customers mo yung purpose ng product, no, or ng brand. How can you define your business purpose? According to Business Strategy Insider, purpose rather can be viewed in two ways. The first one is functional. This way focuses on the assessment of success in terms of fast and profitable reasons. For example, the purpose of the business is to make money. The second one is intentional. This way focuses on fulfillment as it relates to the capability to generate money and do well in the world. The next one is consistency. The of significance rather of consistency is to avoid things that don't relate or improve your brand. Remember, consistency aids to brand recognition, which fuels customer loyalty. Kasi pag consistent ka, mas tatatak o mas marirecognize yung brand mo na magli-lead sa pagiging loyal ng mga customers. Let's talk now of emotion. Sabi dito, there should be an emotional voice whispering, "Buy me." Okay, bilhin mo ko. This means you allow the customers have chance to feel that they are part of your brand. You should find ways to connect more deeply and emotionally with your customers. You have to make them feel part of the family and use emotion to build relationship and promote brand loyalty. Sabi nga dito, no, importante na dapat is magkaroon ng emotion, no? Yung iyong brand na sinasabi, bilhin mo ko kasi talagang magkakaroon ng feeling yung customers na part sila or parang yung brand is part na ng buhay nila. Okay? So, para siyang kapamilya na, no? Make part of the family. So, yun yung maganda, no? About the third on how to build brand strategy. The fourth one is flexibility. Marketers should remain flexible to in this rapidly changing world. Sabi nga dito, consistency targets at setting the standard for your brand, okay? Flexibility allows you to adjust and differentiate your approach from your competition. Sabi dito, minsan kailangan mo maging flexible dahil nga pabago-bago, 'di ba? Ang nangyayari sa mundo. So, for example, right now, we are into e-commerce, no? Before kasi, the common or traditional distribution channel is the brick and mortar store, or in layman's term, it is the physical store. According to Kevin Budelman, effective identity programs require sufficient consistency to be identifiable, but sufficient variation to keep things fresh and human. So if your old tactics don't work anymore, don't be afraid to change. It doesn't mean it worked in the past. It may still work for now. The fifth one is the employee involvement. Sabi nga dito, it is equally important for your employees to be well versed in how they communicate with customers and represent the brand of your product. So dapat ang mga empleyado natin should be considered as brand ambassadors. They should know how to properly communicate your brand at dapat is positive yung sinasabi nila lagi about your brand and not try to disseminate negative things about your brand. The next one is loyalty. So sabi dito, loyalty is an important part of brand strategy. At the end of the day, the emphasis on a positive relationship between you and your existing customers set the tone for what the potential customers can expect from doing business with you. So dito is sinasabi natin na importante na dahil sa branding strategy ay magiging loyal yung customer sa'yo. So kumbaga, dapat yung kanilang mga expectations, no, is nami-meet natin nang sa ganon ay ma-feel nila na talagang maganda, no, yung relationship nyo which will result to loyalty. And lastly, we have the competitive awareness. So, do not be frightened of competition. No? Sabi dito, take it as a challenge to improve your branding strategy and craft a better value in your brand. So, sabi dito, no, dapat is wag tayong matakot sa competition. No? Kumbaga, dapat isipin na lang natin na it is a challenge for us to improve at kailangan lang isalamin natin ano na yung ginagawa ng competitor at paano natin ma-overcome yung kanilang mga strategies na sa ganun, we will not be losing market share. So, that would be all